and I wish you all the best, and of course, Excelsior!
I was too shy. I was standing in the back on the beach, I was watching you work your magic, and I was too shy. But I then ended up working for Marvel, and a couple of years later, I got to know him, we interacted a number of times, and one day I come into my office, and there's a voicemail on my phone, and I pick it up, and it's Stan Lee. And Stan Lee was calling me. Now, if you were to dream of what a voicemail from Stan Lee would sound like, this is what it was. He literally was Fearless Feige, Stan Lee here, and it was, I say that, I think for about 12 years until the telecom company went out of business and I lost the voicemail. And even 2 days ago, Stan was honored as a Disney legend at the D23 Expo. Well deserved, and there was a nice luncheon afterwards. And a lot of the legends were there, and I was talking with Stan about some of the cameos he just shot for us in Atlanta, and I made him the promise then that the next cameo will be here in LA. You won't have to go to Atlanta for that, although today's just as hot as it is in Atlanta. And suddenly we were rudely interrupted as somebody came and started talking to Stan, and it was Oprah Winfrey. And I, of course, stepped back, and they talked as if they'd known each other for years, and it was an amazing interaction. And Oprah left, and Stan goes, "Where'd Kevin go?" "Oh, Kevin, I'm sorry, but she's more important." And I said, "That's correct." At any rate, Stan, congratulations. I can't thank you enough for all of this. And now, here in this courtyard forevermore, people will know what I've always known, which is you have impossibly big shoes to fill. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, years ago, the sensational Stan Lee brought the Avengers together, but cinematically speaking, there's one man responsible for bringing the Avengers together at the moment they needed it most. The death of this man galvanized him, and thanks to the world of comics and real life, he's here to talk about it today. Welcome to the stage, the amazing Clark Gregg!
Thank you, thank you. I'm geeking out so hard I almost can't talk, but I'm going to try. Iron Man, Thor, Loki, still don't like saying it, Loki, Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., the Inhumans. These are just a few of the magnificent characters that Stan Lee and Jack Kirby brought to life. They're the characters I devoured as a kid. And thanks to Kevin Feige, it's the top half of my IMDb page. I've been very very lucky to play Agent Coulson. Agent Coulson now appears in the comics with Deadpool, Captain Marvel, but he first appeared in Iron Man, so in a way, he's always been an adopted son of Stan's. But from the moment we met on Thor, he always made me feel like I was one of his very own. And that meant everything to me, because my family moved a lot. And one thing that was constant was, when we started another one of these road trips to a new town, I had my comics, they always went with me. So it's been a really special and rare gift for me to watch from the inside, as these characters and these stories that I grew up with sprang so effortlessly and magnificently to life, first on film and animation, and now, as we start a 5th season, it will be over 100 episodes on television. Thank you. And if they let me, I'd do 100 more. Because playing in your world, Stan, in the Marvel world, means that we get to wrestle with timeless themes of good and evil in a magnificent universe made up of enhanced beings, aliens, alternate dimensions, and, it can get tricky sometimes, sentient LMDs. Which means for me, every day is Bring Your Inner Child to Work Day. So, it is one of the great honors of my life to be here to say thank you, Stan. Thank you for sharing the incredible worlds of your imagination with us. May we take it ever higher, or in other words, Excelsior.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's see, I'm a 46-year-old man, I'm gonna be 47 in a couple weeks and stuff, so I'm at midlife. There's really nothing left for me and stuff like that, but then I saw the trailer for Black Panther, and I said there's a reason to stay alive for a little longer. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the king of Wakanda himself, the Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman!
I'm gonna be sweating up here like a Baptist minister. Forgive me. There are a host of proverbs, sayings that are used when you describe men who are mavericks, visionaries. One man said, "As a man thinketh, so is he." Another man said, "Words have power." In The Matrix, and forgive me for using an alternate reference here, the Oracle says, "Would you have broken it if I hadn't said it?" Right? Stan Lee has taken words, taken his vision, placed them inside bubbles, placed them beside pictures with fantastic characters with extraordinary abilities. And he has made us believe in those universes and in those worlds. And in doing so, we as humans aspire to be better just like those characters. Those stories have helped us get through cancer. They have helped us when we were bullied at school. They have taken the pressure off us when the daily weight of life is just too much. And in aspiring to be better, the characters have shown us what it means to have extraordinary power, for sometimes we also have power. It shows us how to use that power. The difference between an enemy and a superhero is that responsibility, how they use that moment. This has never been exhibited better than when Stan Lee created Black Panther. When he created Black Panther, he created it in a time, it's 1966, you have to think about what was going on in that time. Vietnam War, Civil Rights Movement, the beginning of the Black Power movement, and the ideologies that were spoken of, that were displayed in Black Panther. You have to think about, it's beyond civil rights, it's Black empowerment. We as African Americans were not just victims, we're not just the colonized, we're not just slaves. We were kings and queens. We were an advanced scientific nation. We were proud. We had secrets. We had abilities beyond what other people knew. So when I think of what you did and the time you did it in, and I think of the fact that many people thought that that would be an impossible movie to make, right? The best creators are those who create things that continue to assist in the creative process, that continue to generate. We as human beings are an example of that. But the stories continue to create. It's exhibited in the fact that we have live action films, we have animations. The stories continue to be written by great writers, but they were first created inside his mind and inside others' minds. Stan Lee, what you have done is godly to a certain extent. So the impression that you have made is just, that we will see right here, is just an example of the impression that you have made on all of us. So I thank you, as T'Challa, as Black Panther, and I ask the question again, would it have happened if he hadn't said it, if he hadn't written it, if he hadn't drawn it? No, it would not.
Okay, there's a guy that I stand next to in movies and in real life named Jason Mewes, and I've known him for over 30 years. One of our first conversations we ever had, he was about, I guess he was 15 at the time, was he came up to me, we were in the Highlands Recreation Center, came up to me with a copy of Todd McFarlane's Spider-Man with Hulk on the cover, and started a discussion. Even though I'd kind of known him and stayed away from him because he had a bad reputation even as a kid, he came up to me and he goes, who's the most powerful superhero in the Marvel Universe? I think it's Hawk. And I was like, Hawk? That Hawk is in Hawk and Dove in DC. He goes, no man, Hawk. And he's pointing at the Hulk. And I'm like, you're mispronouncing that shit, dude, Hulk. So he goes, I think it's Hulk. And I said, well, I think it's Stan Lee. He could kill them all if he wants. And Jason Mewes goes, you're the smartest man I ever met. That issue of Spider-Man is a legendary issue, as is every issue of Spider-Man drawn by our next speaker. If there is a Mount Rushmore of comic book creatives, Stan Lee is definitely at one end, and at the other end you're going to see this man. Give it up for the legend, Todd McFarlane, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, thanks everybody. Let me talk to you from an artist's perspective. We have lots of them here, some of them have spoken. Here's the sort of the rare hope that we have. We lock ourselves into rooms 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, trying to hone our craft, whether it's writing, whether it's drawing, or whether it's trying to teach ourselves music, to sing, or to act. We have to do it away from you so that we can feel confident enough that we can go out in public. We hope all that time is spent so that we can maybe come up with one, maybe two things.
And I wish you all the best, and of course, Excelsior!
Somebody's got to come and rescue me. Here we go. Dramatic moments.
see Darshadon? They want to live in like 5 minutes, 2 minutes.